joyful, all ye nations rise. Join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King.
They have a freaking king-size sleigh bed over there for like $239.
I've seen that in the front.
Yeah. Taking this 4-piece set for $209.
Oh no.
It's a whole room.
Maybe if I'm moving into a nursing home, this would be nice. Alright, what up, dudes? We just left the Hotel Liquidator Center. And the name is pretty self-explanatory. We were looking for a chair for Rennie for a Christmas present. Didn't find one, but they did have a really nice cabinet, or a china cabinet, for like $300. It was all, you know, glossy, and the glass was pretty, and it was all put together, and it had LED lights and stuff in it.
Oh, I didn't notice the lights in it.
Yeah, they were little like single LEDs with a little chrome funnel, or the, what do you call it, the diffuser or whatever.
I liked that the backing of it had like super fine, like upholstering and a nice border on it too. It really kind of pulled it together and made it look extra fancy, extra special. So we're taking the scenic route back. It's not the scenic route. The other route was sort of the scenic route. Google Maps basically led us in a giant circle around to get to the place, and now we're going to take the secret way back home through the metro parks. So we're going back through the metro parks.
And now we're gonna go to another furniture store, probably Value City.
We'll probably stop at like Dunkin' or something, get some coffee first.
Oh God, yes.
Before this day turns sour. We don't want that. Alrighty.
Turns sour as McDonald's coffee. Remember that time when we were on the way to Rhode Island?
Yes.
Ugh.
Hot chocolate. Wait.
No,
No, it was the coffee, and then I settled for hot chocolate.
Yeah, it was the McCafe thing, and then there was it just did not. I mean, it smelled rancid, like it was bad. And then I brought it inside, and I showed the employee. I was like, "This is bad. This is rancid." What's happening?
I made a wrong turn.
Oh, and the manager was like, "No, this is a brand new crate of milk." And then I was like, "Why don't you smell it?" And then she smelled it and like looked up at me and then ran into the back. Like, it was very strange the way that she acted. And then she came back like a minute later. She's like, "Yeah, all of the milk that we have is bad." Like, all of it. And then she whenever she came back, she had this handful of coupons for free stuff.
Yeah.
Like, here's a free drink, here's a free, here's free. And it was like 5 or 6 things that we could have for free.
Yeah.
It was kind of like, please don't tell anyone.
Except now we're telling everyone.
Now we're telling everyone.
The time has passed. We're telling everyone.
Yes.
But we won't tell you which McDonald's it was, and not just because we don't remember exactly where we were, but it was an honest mistake, and they corrected it. And
Yeah.
I'm sure they won't do that again because she was mortified that it happened.
I didn't want to have to go all Vegeta on him.
Who?
I am the Prince of all Saiyans. It's a Dragon Ball Z character.
Oh, nerd.
Get it, gun. we just left Harry Buffalo, an unexpected pit stop with our friend Spots, and I had some kind of shrimp Cajun pico de gallo bowl, very good, and Rennie had the usual buffalo wrap, crunchy chicken buffalo wrap. It was very good. Now we're heading to a furniture store, either Fish or Levin, probably Levine Furniture, right? Levin. I keep getting it wrong.
Yeah.
It's 50-50 and I do it wrong every time.
So apparently it's 100%.
Yeah, it's 100% wrong. We're on the quest for a chair still, because we only went to the one place and then got sidetracked. We're really bad about that.
Well, no, we're not. It's just that whenever Spots beckons, we just go.
Yeah. He doesn't leave any wiggle room.
Well, this time he didn't. Usually he's like, if you can't make it, I get it. But this time he wanted to share some news with us, so we stopped by and we stayed for coffee and food. Yo,
Vlogmas. We're going to go to this place called Kaplan Furniture, check out some stuff. We went to Levin and didn't really have what we were looking for, really.
They had 2 things in the ballpark, but neither of them were well made enough, and one of them was even expensive. So it was kind of...
Yeah.
Who gives a poo?
Who gives a doo-doo-doo?
A poo-poo, pa-choo.
Alright, this place has got this, black lights set up outside. You can see behind me.
Yeah.
That, we're wondering if some sort of sales tactic to...
attract people?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, what's that place over there? It's blue.
Blue.
Yeah, so we're going to check it out.
Alright, we'll show you guys some stuff on the inside.
If we remember.
Maybe. Alright, bye.
Shake around. Left to right.
Yeah.
Front and back. That's pretty well made. I dig it. Yeah, that's pretty much the only one that was like that.
Alrighty, guys. Well, you can go ahead and check that place off of the list of places I will ever buy furniture from. Well, I shouldn't say that. It's not, the entire establishment is not judged on that one individual sales lady, but she violated one of the sacred codes of mine. Now, I'm not one of those people that's like, I was in sales, so you have to do it my way. It's just, I was in sales, but not necessarily my way. It's just there are certain things you just don't do. You don't immediately ask somebody, literally one of the first questions were what our budget was, or if the chair we're looking at was too expensive. That just immediately just aggravated me and shut me off from any sort of interaction with her. Why would you immediately question someone as to whether or not they can afford what they're looking at? If you're in the buying process and you can't get them to commit, then you start asking probing questions, trying to find out what it is that's keeping them from getting whatever it is they're getting. At that point is when you discuss price. Basically what it means is she looked at me and decided that I couldn't afford whatever it was we were looking at.
Yeah.
Which means she wasn't actually interested in helping me. She was interested in trying to sell something. Which, if that makes sense, you'll understand what I'm talking about, if that makes sense to you.
Sorry, it was just a funny way to say it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's one thing to hear the words and okay, but, if that makes sense, then you'll understand where I'm coming from, is what I meant to say.
Yeah, it was just sort of weird. The chair that we were looking at was $479. And she was already a good 50 feet away from us, and then she was like, was that out of your price range? And I was like, well, it's a little higher than I wanted it to be. And then without taking even a step closer, she was like, what's your price range?
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I definitely wanted to be under 4. And then she took a moment. She's like, well, I can get you to $399. But then Joma was like, no, thank you. We got other places we're going to check out. Yeah,
I mean, why don't you at least take me to dinner before you ask me what color my underwear are? Jeez.
So, yeah, he was not into those tactics. And that lady rubbed him the wrong way, just like that one guy who sold me a mouse rubbed him the wrong way.
Oh, that guy was a douche.
Yeah, he was kind of not that great. And then I was explaining what I didn't like about particular mice. And I was like, well, this isn't going to do me any good if it's like too much of a hassle to use it this way. Or I was saying the trade-off of like the ease on my wrist wasn't going to be that great if it was too much of a hassle to use a different kind of mouse. And he's like, no, that doesn't make any sense. And I wanted to be like, well, fine, then you don't need to be talking to me right now.
Yeah, and then 4 or 5 times, are you sure you don't want to try this mouse? Because this is I'm like, dude, that thing is like, there are 3 things that we can't have in a mouse, and that's got all 3. And I've already told you that. Like, why do you keep trying to hammer on this one mouse? You're clearly not listening to what we're saying. You're listening to respond versus listening to understand.
Alright, so we just left Toys R Us. I'm trying to find my bag of swag. And we rounded out the rest of the stuff that we're getting for the niece and nephew for Christmas. Found another Pikachu carrying case for the DS. And then we got them some Pokemon themed styluses. And so yeah, from here pretty much just gonna go ahead and watch Fuller House. At least I am. I don't know what you're up to. You gonna watch it with me? In all its 4K glory. And then I am hopefully going to finally fix my nails. This is like the longest I've gone with them looking so ragged. Alright, so we're gonna peace out and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, bye.
Bye.